Good morning, students. A warm welcome to Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College of Pinangari. I congratulate all of you for passing second PU examination with good percentage and getting admission in Government First Year College for BCom Plus. Today, I introduce the program BCom, or a brief introduction of the BCom degree is presented here. First of all, let me present before you the syllabus or the structure of first semester BCom. Then we will move to the explanation of syllabus. First of all, this is the structure of first semester BCom. That is first year BCom, first semester. See here, these are the subjects we have. There are 4 groups, group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. In group 1, we have core courses, commerce subjects. 4 subjects are there, 4 courses are there. We speak technically, when we speak technically, we say it as courses. It means subjects. Quantitative techniques 1, weekly 4 hours. Financial accounting 1, weekly 6 hours. Strategic management and organizational behavior, weekly 6 hours. Then business economics, weekly 4 hours. This is the mark, 100, 150, 150, 100. Out of this mark, 80 marks for first subject, 80 out in university exam, 20 internal assessment examination. Like this marks goes like this. You can read and understand it. There is a credit also that comes in your marks card. According to the marks you score, these credits will vary. Second group is elective courses. Here we have 4 elective courses. Out of 4 elective courses, the students can choose any one. Okay, so these are the 4 elective courses: corporate secretaryship, principles and practice of tourism, e-commerce and intellectual property rights. Last year we have chosen e-commerce as the subjects for our students. This year also we may choose the same, or if there is any other changes, we will let you know. Or it is a choice for you. If you wish to take any other subjects out of these 4, you can take. You have to make different classes for that. Anyhow, next third, here the mark is only 50 marks, 40 university exam, 10 internal assessment examination, and 2 hours per week. Next is group 3. This is languages, compulsory foundation. Language 1 is English, 4 hours per week, 20 marks internal, 80 marks university exam, total 100. Language 2 is Kannada. We have only Kannada here, and 4 hours per week, 20 internal, university examination 80, total 100. And group 3, there are 2, compulsory foundation and elective foundation. So now elective foundation is Indian Constitution, human rights, gender equity, environmental studies. Out of this, we are engaging for this semester. For the first semester, we will have Indian Constitution. This is 2 hours per week, 10 marks internal, 40 marks external, and 50 marks total marks. Then we have group 4, EC and CC, extra co-curricular and extracurricular activities. That is according to your activities in different clubs and society clubs and cells in the college. NSS, Rose, Rangers, then literary club, cultural, sports. According to your performance, this 50 marks will be given. Out of the 50, the marks you score in through your performance will be will be awarded to you, and the total marks here is 850 marks for this semester. So out of these subjects, I will be engaging for you the second subject, core course, financial accounting. So I will explain here before you the syllabus of financial accounting. Financial accounting 1, this is 72 hours subjects. Credits you have 6 hours per week, as I already told. There are 6 chapters. First chapter is Introduction to Accounting. Here we will study different accounting concepts and Indian accounting standard. Second one is Accounting for Professional, means accounting of the doctors, engineers, lawyers, advocates, solicitors and all, that we will have study in 12 hours. Third chapter is Rectification of Errors. You have already studied in first year PUC. Classification of error, rectification of error after preparing the trial balance, before preparing the final accounts, suspense account. Then after preparing the final accounts, rectification in next trading period, profit and loss account, adjustment account. And fourth unit is depreciation account. Assets that are not covered by accounting standard. There is accounting standard for depreciation, which are the assets not covered by the accounting standard. Meaning of depreciable asset, factors determining the economic life of the asset, methods of depreciation, change of the method of depreciation excluded, that is not included here. Straight line method, reducing balance method and sinking fund method. 3 methods we have to study here. We will solve the problem accordingly. Fifth chapter is final accounts of sole trading concern. This also you have studied in first PUC. Preparation of trading and profit and loss account, balance sheet. Little advanced problems are given here. Then sixth chapter is final accounts of non-trading concern. This is also a chapter which you have studied in PU level, but here we have a little advanced one. Meaning and treatment of revenue and capital items, that is capital expenditure and revenue expenditure, capital receipts and revenue receipts. Then we have income and expenditure account, balance sheet preparation with the given receipts and payment account and other information. So here books we have 6 books are there given as reference from by the university. You can at least go through these books, and in addition to these books given in the reference, we have other books also in the market, in the library also. The books written by Karmakar Naik and other authors, Max Carl and all. You can refer those books also. With this introduction, I conclude today's explanation of the syllabus, and from the next class onwards, we will start with the first chapter. Thank you.